A warm welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel, guys. I hope you're all doing well. So hopefully this will be a good video. You can see here I was just having a clear up, and here's kind of like all of the protection products that I've kept in my arsenal. I've got a couple of waxes over there as well, which I keep. But this is sort of like the stuff that I really like, that I've got a video coming about, which is an interesting product that I love. These I really like as water-based kind of spray sealants and quick detailers. The Glaco Ultra for the glass. This, not the most hydrophobic, but a really silky smooth buff. That's really important to me. And just the spray sealant there, the old cheap Turtle Wax Seal and Shine, which is very good. But this product here, I think, probably takes the biscuit. And I've seen and tested quite a lot of products as perhaps one of the most durable non-ceramic product that you could ever go and buy, which is quite a bold statement. We'll probably try and explore that a little bit more. What is this? Well, this is a solvent-based, I think it's like a silicon resin. It's got to be silicon-based, and it's resin-based. It's blocked up the trigger. But it's got graphene in it. I'm not sure if the graphene is all that key, but even if it is marketing or whatever, it's something different. I don't really care if it's got graphene in it or not. Now, I'm going to start this video by telling you everything that's bad about this product, which you won't often hear on the Tinternet, because you get swamped. The algorithms will kill you if you're negative. But anyway, never mind. Let's kill the algorithms, or get killed by the algorithms. What's bad about this product? Well, first of all, it costs £44 something, roughly, for this bottle, which is around 250ml. I don't mind the fact it's not a 500ml bottle. I just wish it was a bit cheaper. I wish it was in the 20s, you know, 20 to 30 pounds for that sort of product. That's almost like a lightweight ceramic coating price, isn't it? In fact, it probably is. Like sort of, is it a can coat price or a Tack Moonlight price or an Adams ceramic spray coating price? I don't know. Very expensive. The second thing is, I think the packaging, the use of these triggers when the product seizes in the trigger, the fact it doesn't mate onto the bottle properly, the fact the instructions are a little bit, for me, a little bit lackluster and lacking endeavour and effort. You know, could be a bit more. And the health and safety, I think, could tell you to wear gloves and use in a well-ventilated area because it's quite a strong solvent experience. There's the other thing that I think could be improved about it. You might disagree. The other thing that could be improved about this product is the application. It's a little bit like applying a dry mineral spirit over a panel. It's not all slidey and sort of easy to spread. It's hard to see where you've been, and it's hard. It doesn't spread particularly nice under a microfiber applicator. It just feels a bit dry, is the way I describe it. However, the buff is very, very nice. The buff is wonderful. Just buff it off. It's reasonably slick and it's shiny under the buff, and you leave it. So the application isn't difficult, and I don't want to misrepresent the product, because application is actually quite easy. It's just not a good spread is the key thing. Excuse me. So that's price, packaging and information not the best, and the spread not the best. At this point, though, it suddenly becomes very good. In fact, virtually all good. So we've said the buff is really nice. Leave it alone after you've applied it for 24 hours or whatever. Doesn't really say anything on that, but leave it alone to fully cure, and it will slicken up. When we tested gloss, it was a couple of gloss units higher than the other product, which I always like to see. There's some inaccuracy in that testing. You'd need to do more and more and more gloss testing to verify data and keep seeing positive results to know that there's an improvement. But from the short amount of gloss testing we did, it was a couple of units higher than the other product. Great. It's very, very hydrophobic, this product, about a 9 out of 10, but the difference between it and the top beaders is nothing. You won't even be able to tell unless you've got a real hawk eye. It's very beady, very hydrophobic, which is great. But the key thing about this product is the durability. It's not affected by chemicals, and it's not sort of slowed down as easily as other products. So indeed, after, how long was it, 15, 20 days, a couple of weeks of wiping this panel over a few times a day with pH neutral shampoo and a wash mitt, most of those other products after a couple of weeks and 20 or 30 wash passes were just showing they were virtually dead, you know, with the exception of a few. Koch and the Dr. Beasley still had something. They'll still be going. The other ones, there's still something there, but for all intensive purposes, they're dead. This one is just like it was when you applied it, still zinging, which is rare. So yeah, the durability looks really, really good, and I'll show you how it's doing now. You know, it's been sat in here for a little while longer. The panel's all dusty, so we'll clean it off. There you have it. Are there any other considerations you need to know? If you're happy with your protection product, whatever you've got, and it's working for you, then fine, you don't need to look at this product. But if you're interested in putting something down that's very durable, like you're a fan of the Fuso 12 months, or you're a fan of Cancoat, or products which are about as good as you can get without going to a ceramic coating, you like that, maybe something to get you through winter, then this is going to be right up your street. But very easy to apply. So yeah, it's a product you should check out. Now, let's take this panel outside. But they can improve, you know, they can improve, like I say. Now, let's just put this panel down. Let's put it here. And what we'll do is just this is just some citrus. It's not particularly strong, I just want to clean the panel. This whole stuff out, this sprayer, right. Okay. Get some water on this brush. Oh, Jesus. We'll just twizzle this along. This is not the safest method if you're worried about scratches, because you're really just dragging all that dust over around. But then it's a test panel. So we're only doing this to clean it. That'll do. Get my hairs. Look at her. She's been for a walk. It's too hot for her today. So here's all these other ones. They'll break through. The Koch will break through. Starting to break through a little bit. But they're effectively dead, aren't they? Look. We'll get a bit more pressure going in a second. And look. Funny enough, the control still seems to be good. I wonder if I've got some overspray over there or something. But you can see the difference, can't you? If I go on a higher pressure, it's still zingy. Not 100% zingy, but actually it probably is 100% zingy, because that's horizontal, this panel as well. Yeah. Koch and Beasley's are the other two that will eventually clear the water. The Men's-Erner's got something going on as well. Even the 3D's got something going on. But there you go. So if you put that resin or car protection product on your car, you're going to see that zingy effect for a lot longer. And that's not including maintaining it and topping it with something, you know, like SiRamik must have a detailer or something. So it really is an impressive product, and not much does that after the sort of level of hit that that's had. So it's a very, very durable product, really, really resistant to chemicals as well. What do you want? What's your weapon of choice here, guys? I could go with a hydrocarbon. I could go with a water-based panel wipe. That descaler, that's empty. I could go with the Green Star I've got there. Look, I'll just put some panel wipe on it. We'll go with panel wipe, actually. This is the Rupes one. Spray it all on. Interesting, isn't it? That whiteness. Maybe there's still some detergent on the panel. Then we'll just work that in with the detergent. It's a cocktail of panel wipe and detergent. And we'll give that an extra special rub. It's so hot today. You know what, you want to leave it on there for half an hour, whatever, I don't know. We'll just rinse it off. A panel wipe. Oh, the panel wipe's probably got some the whole panel's gone hydrophobic. It's because of the panel wipe. But you can see the difference. Interesting that, isn't it? There we go, it's settling back down again now. The material must be slightly hydrophobic, but yeah, it hasn't affected, it doesn't affect the SiRamiks, whatever it is. It's just too durable. So very interesting, guys. Imran is the man that stocks this. But the people that were telling me about it were those, I might mention this in another video, were those, the remnants of the men of Numenor. The dying breed of men that still talk about detailing products on forums. You guys are the hardcore. That little community of people that are still really interested, that chat about it on forums. You guys know your onions. Yeah, so it's a great shout, very good recommendation, and probably as good as I've seen. But it's just lovely if it was a bit cheaper, wouldn't it? I know you'll feel the same. And it'd be lovely if they just got their branding sorted out, because I think SiRamiks, if they knock out products like this that are market leading, you know, then they have the potential to become a really good brand. But you have to then get that next step right. Get your packaging better than this. That gap there, that really bugs me. Get more instructions going. You know, I've talked about it before. Get it all a bit more effort in there, and pay someone who's really smoking hot with all this design stuff to just do a better label than this label. It's not bad by any means, but it's not top drawer. It's got to be top drawer. So you get your packaging and branding right. Get your price, get that price down a little bit. Just get it into the 30s. I think would be important for going viral as a sale. But I think a lot of people are still going to want to buy this at whatever price it costs. A lot of you say in the comments, I don't care about price, I want the best. I care about price, and I always rank it. But yes, most guys at home will struggle to use all of this product if you're just using it on your car. How does it last? Does it go off, the resin, after a couple of years? Do you need to use it? I remember that problem with like Moonlight and Can Coat. They gave you so much of it. If you're using it at home and you've only got one car that you're interested in, you put it on that car and it lasts so long, you'll probably be lucky to do 2 applications in 1 year. Maybe 1 application a year is enough. So really, and 1 application is like 15 mil. It's almost like using a ceramic. And they give you like 250 mil, so you can never use it all. So almost what you'd want is those companies to give you less, give you 100 mil of the product, but scale that price down accordingly, halve the price or whatever, so that you don't have all this product that's wasted, or you feel like if you're using a detailing product, especially like a form of ceramic or even the form of heavy sealant, if you're using it 2 years later, it might not be its absolute best still. So I'm interested to see how this holds up. What I would do with this product is put it, I don't think the fact that it's black, you know, is of any interest in terms of sales. Could be wrong on that. But I would just rebottle it in something completely different, something sealed, and something with more of like a nipple style applicator that you can get. You can get like a flip nipple. That was on the TAC Moonlight, because that never locks up and it never gets, you know, knackered in the trigger. So I've got to work out next time I apply this, I've got to take the lid off and pour this straight out the bottle onto an applicator. And it could end up going everywhere if I don't put it in like a nipple applicator or some other suitable applicator. I don't think I've got one, and I've got every type of applicator you could ever have. So if I haven't got a spare one, what chance have you guys got? I'll go through my bag of spares later on. So there it is, guys. Really, that's a cutting compound. So if we go over here, that's all the stuff that I tend to have kept. I've got a video. Yeah, I've said I've got a video coming on that. It's an interesting product. Yeah, and I've got a few waxes over on my shelf over there as well that I'll talk about later on. Well, I've already talked about. We've kind of done waxes to death, haven't we? So, SiRamik Lustrious, I think you should definitely go and pick up a bottle. I'll put a link for it in the description. You probably will be able to use code forensic and hopefully get 10% off or 5% or whatever it is. If it comes back with no discount, then that product is non-refundable. But I think that one should be, hopefully. Imran cannot send it to people in Europe. Someone was asking, you can't get it in Europe. Yeah, imagine the customer service. If you're sending stuff out to Europe and people have problems with it and got to send it back, the costs are phenomenal. So it's not viable, I think, really, to send stuff around the world. I don't know if there's any distributors in America or the US, but it's an interesting brand. Here's the thing, that I've just had a look at their products, and this is what I feel about SiRamik. I remember them, they've been around for ages. We've had some of their stuff on the channel before. They're more of like a company that have an interesting range of protection products, like some coatings and some spray sealants, ceramic type spray sealants, which are all good and all interesting. But their range beyond protection products is very minimal unless I'm missing something. So if I was the owner of SiRamik, you've got to look at that detailing market and say, what products are people after in that market? Well, in the UK, everyone's mad for a snow foam pre-wash. So how do you as a brand offer a snow foam pre-wash that's going to be market leading? Well, I think you make one that's affordable. You make one that has very strong cleaning power without using caustic cheap chemicals, and you sell it in 5 litres, because that's what everyone who's you know, you want to buy them in 5 litres. You buy a litre of snow foam, now you go through it in days. So you give a good 5 litre offering, and your aim is to have the most viral, sold, amazing product in that snow foam category. Then you go on and you do the same with APCs. How do I get the best APC on the market? Again, a high concentrate, versatile APC that's non-caustic, can be used in extraction systems, good for carpet cleaning, good for plastics, good for engine bay degreasing, wheel cleaning, multi-purpose. And you look at the price, cost per wash, you get it down there. You got a chance of selling product. Fallout removers, waterless washes, every single category of product, you go and fight. And you fight to make sure your offering is the best. You can't just get away with dabbling in one corner if you're going to survive. You're missing a big opportunity. That's how I feel. Could be wrong. So yeah, I would like to see as a brand, I said exactly the same thing about Colonite, and some of you get very upset, but it's a compliment to say that. If you like a brand, you want to see them offer a suite of detailing products, not just a little niche, for me. So I really think SiRamik has a lot of potential, and the things I'm picking up on, really around packaging and price, are solvable problems. Very easy to solve. And then if you can solve that, do what I said, expand the line, get a proper range, you'll suddenly find people like me are using your products, and then professional detailers are using your products, and where the professional detailers go, the hobbyists, the driveway detailers, the weekend warriors will go, because they know if the pros are using it, it's got to be good. Not always. So that's where I am, guys. I'm really glad that I found this product through doing this test, because I wanted to do a completely new field of products that we hadn't done before, just so it wasn't boring, you know. And I really enjoyed doing the test, and I really enjoyed seeing all these different products and brands that you guys have told me about. You know, even the ones that didn't do so well, it was good fun. You know, the Dr. Beasley's, the Menzernas, the 3Ds, the Vonics, all that other stuff. It's all new, and I found it quite exciting. So we've got to carry on doing that, and the aim of the channel is to find these little gems in the pack and tell you about them. And you can only find these little gems if you're listening to people, trying the recommendations, putting them in group tests, and actually seeing what they're all about. And that's quite a cool thing that we do on the channel that's unique and not a lot of people are doing. So yeah, by doing so, we can give you really cool recommendations of new products that we're discovering. Yeah, I think that Colonite was a good shout as well. So we found a couple of little gems. Still love this stuff. It's great for the ease of application, which is very important. Doesn't mess up your paintwork in any way. You're not going to ever wheel your car out and then see a bit you've missed because it's so easy to buff. Yeah, so keep letting me know in the comments what you are, you know, anything you spot that's really, really good, and I'll try and get it in there and explore it. Don't forget, you can support what we do on Patreon. You can support what we do on YouTube by signing up to Patreon. We have to tell you about this because I've told you before, I've been moaning about the YouTube algorithms burying this type of content. YouTube will bury niche content that is not positive and negative. It's not positive. So if it's negative, it buries it. So I could, if I cleared that shelf of products there and put the biggest brands that are available in the biggest high street stores that are going to be more likely to advertise and stuff like that on YouTube, then the views go much higher. It's more advertising friendly, showing you niche products and criticising those niche products gets the videos buried in the algorithms, unfortunately. I don't know why that is. I suppose YouTube as a platform is reliant on advertising, so anything that's consumer friendly on a bigger scale with bigger advertisers, it's going to get more views. It's getting worse as well with YouTube's promote function. So now I'm competing, that pool of views, YouTube have added a facility for people to buy views with the promote function, which is a bit like boosting it on Facebook or Instagram. So when you're buying views from a finite pool, those views have to come from somewhere. So they come from content creators that aren't boosting. So I think the whole view pool for normal niche content creators is getting smaller and smaller as YouTube tries to make more money, but also YouTube tries to get all the new creators on board, and that pool of view it's giving to viral trend content creators that are like 12 years old or 13 years old, minimum age to do YouTube, will get 50 million views for saying, you know, the latest viral trend. Do you like BLM? Yes. Do you like LGBTQ? Well, if you're lucky, you're the 10,000th person to do that viral trend, but YouTube will randomly give you 50 million views for doing it because for some reason you did it really special. That sucks. That is the death of content creators like myself. So if you like watching content that's non-popular, non-just telling you to go and buy it, that's not viral trend content, that might also criticise the product, if you like that, then you have to support it. So Patreon, I'll put a link in the description. If you don't want to sign up to Patreon, because it is more of a subscription thing, even though you can cancel very easily, then there's a Buy Me a Coffee link, which is greatly appreciated. Other than that, guys, enjoy this product, because put in there what you think of it, because you're going to see as well from other people, it's an absolute beast on the panel, which is what we all want, or a lot of us want. Over and out. God, I'm sweating. Doug.